Breakfast is served. Hey, Mike Les here, Saturday morning, October 20th. Getting ready to kick off another day of harvest, but we got to do a little work to the combine and get stuff ready. We got rained out last night, not a lot of rain. With the beautiful sunrise coming up, I'm sure we'll be in business soon. Okay, so the holding bin emptied out overnight with 15% corn. You kind of expect that. Okay, let's go see what happened to the combine. Like I said last night when we were just about done, got a warning that the clean grain elevator was not moving, and I looked up in there in the dark and I could see the belt come off. So let's find out why or what or both. Well, looks like I'll be making a trip to caning equipment this morning to get this belt. Check the oil, of course. So just looking at this situation here, it looks like I got to remove this shield, and that should give me access to the belt. Okay, I'm anticipating a lot of corn in here, so put the tarp down so we don't waste any. We can shovel it up. Well, hopefully that'll free it up. I don't know what happened exactly last night, but so I was anticipating the clean grain elevator being full of corn, obviously. So laid the tarp down here, popped the door open, and gonna let all the corn run out so we can get it freed up and then get the new belt on. There's a lot of corn in there. Move that just a little bit and can hear it running out. I don't know. Never worked on one of these before, but the belt goes back around a pulley there. So I'm guessing I fish it through, around here, and then stuff it down. Not sure if I'm gonna have to remove a pulley out of the way to get all that done or not, but I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, that got a little hot last night. We could smell it, and have to clean this pulley out and up, get that burnt belt out of there. But it's good and free now. Got it empty. So too many times guys break a belt on a combine and they don't figure out why it broke, or they don't clean the combine out manually. They put the new belt on, fire the combine back up, and snap a brand new belt. So just trying to be careful here and make sure we don't do that. Yeah, that thing holds a couple bushels of corn, I'd say. A couple or a few. All right, let's head to Koenig's. Actually, may have. Okay, got the new belt and got a couple pointers for putting it back together, so we're gonna head back to the field and get this thing fixed. Okay, so broken belt, went and got a new belt, and of course you check things over so you don't snap another belt. There's usually a reason one broke. So anyways, looks like the drive cog here for the folding on vertical auger broke. So I think that's part of the auger, and of course, so yeah, it looks like the auger itself, this piece broke off of it, and it looks like that stub there is bad also. That's definitely going to need replaced. So yeah, got a little more to it than just a belt. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna run up, see if they have that auger, that stub piece they have up at their Anna, Ohio store. So might be making a trip up to Anna, Ohio, and not sure about the auger, but let's head to Koenig and find out. Oh yeah, and I got all the corn cleaned up too, or most of it. I'm gonna leave the tarp here just in case we fire it up and unload some more. Okay, had to run to Koenig Equipment. They had the parts here in their Urbana, Ohio location. So I have not been to Urbana for a long time, but they got the parts laid out here, so we'll go back and get the combine running. Okay, so I've been parts running. I went up to Koenig's this morning in Greenville, got the belt, come back, started tearing into it. I should have looked at things a little better. Found the auger was broken, and Koenig's did not have an auger in Greenville, but they had one over at their Urbana, Ohio store. So I ran over there, and I just got back to the field here. It's pushing 4 o'clock now, but you can see this is what broke off the auger, and you see quite a bit of wear on them drive lugs. So I got a new piece for down inside that hits this. It was wore too, so I'm guessing, just looking at the wear, I am guessing that was jumping and slipping over, and that's probably what broke this off here and possibly broke the belt last night. So anyways, we're gonna try to get this back together. The B team is up north running strong with the Case IH combine, and we're a little short-handed today, so that everyone who's available is helping up there, and gonna get this tore apart, and then we'll gang up on this to get this fixed. So hopefully we'll be running tomorrow. But one thing that really surprised me here was it says China on it. So I would have thought this auger would have been built here, and maybe it's just a casting piece that was made in China. And anyways, I don't know if that was soft steel or this combine doesn't have that many hours on it, but I don't really know how it could be operator error. But it's cold front moving in, and it's raining up north, way up north, and there's a chance of rain here anytime. There's been a couple sprinkles. So anyways, I better get to work. Okay, so I did not have a book to figure any of this out or a service manual to follow, but actually removed the one cover, and I thought I could fish the belt back around that pulley, but I couldn't. But anyways, you can take this auger cover out and then remove that. You can get the belt there. I took that pulley off earlier to get the other belt fished out and stuff. I guess I probably wouldn't have had to do that if I would have known that cover come off. Anyways, that's how you learn. You just tear into it, and then fish the belt down through. And now I'll go down to the other side, loop all that through. I have to remove a belt down there to get that belt around another one, and I'll get the belt on, and then we'll I'm saying whoa, I'm here by myself actually right now. Get this auger yanked out, which goes down in there. So yeah, get this auger out to replace this. Because that is where the auger broke off last night. And then this drive lug here was wore as well. And as I said earlier, I think that's what probably happened. These lugs were wore, I'm guessing, in this high bushel corn and everything. I'll bet that just got the ratcheting around until it eventually snapped. That's my thought. That's my failure. But I'm sure there's plenty of people watching this video who work on or run John Deere combines and can tell me if I'm right or wrong. But anyways, I'm gonna go down now, fish the belt through, and then work on this. And maybe if I would quit taking video, I'd have this done by now. I don't know. But let's take a look around the country here. So it's raining up north for sure, and it sure looks like it's raining over to the east. That's going to be Arcanum, about 6.5, 7 miles that way. I can see a Case IH combine running over there. There's a Lexion combine running right down there, and I can see a John Deere tractor pulling a chisel plow up there, and that would be right across the road from the field I was working yesterday. So if I get this combine back in order, I'm going to go work ground if it doesn't rain here. So because so far I'm going to have today's video with no tractor driving in it, and that just wouldn't be right. But as you can see here in southern Darke County, for the most part, it's pretty flat. Let's just look in the grain tank again for the hell of it. Okay, so as you can see, I got the belt fished down through. So I need to work it up through here, a couple pulleys, and over to here. I'm gonna have to take this belt off, so I'll loosen up this spring and should be able to pop loose. That'll loosen up this side right here, get my belt worked around down through here, and should be in business. This side right here, I'm gonna have to loosen that up. I started to. I need to run home. I got some ratchet wrenches in my back in my shed at my workbench that I don't have in my truck, so I'll get them, and should be in business as far as the belt goes. I did clean up all the corn and put the tarp down, so I just spilled a little bit there, but not too bad. This thing was full, and I got 5-gallon buckets and carried it over and dumped it in the grain auger, and I filled the hopper up. So I'm guessing there's, if I had to guess, I would say a good 5 bushel of corn come out of everything. And I know the auger underneath still has a lot of corn in it, but it does rotate freely, so that's good. And I just want to make sure everything is free before we fire this thing up. Much better. Okay, so yeah, loosen up the spring, was able to pop this belt off here. Now I can pull the belt around. Okay, so I got the belt on that pulley. And there. Okay. Now I can put this belt okay, got that on, and then tighten this back up, and this is pretty nice here. Give John Deere some credit for this. I think other companies do this too. Just tighten the spring up there so it's flush with that mark, and that's the proper spring length for the proper belt tension. All right, so now we can come up here and pull the belt around. And then I should be able to lift this idler up and get the belt loop through there. Now I'm not going to be able to hold the camera and do that. I'm good, but I'm not that damn good. Okay, I got it down here. Everything looks good down here. Now I'll run back up top. A lot of trips on the Stairmaster here today. Everything looks like it's on here. So I am going to put these shields on and get the cover back on there, get the springs tightened up, and then I'll work on getting that auger out of there. Yep, everything looks good. I don't know why that concerns me a little bit, that pulley got that hot. I don't know, it just in the one spot. I don't know what to think of that, but I'm sure it's okay. There is a high wind warning today, and I'm probably working on this combine in the worst spot right between the bins here, so that wind's probably just coming right through here, making it worse. I know the cover down on that side of the combine is wind keeps blowing it shut, but anyways, still see combines out there. There's another Case IH combine over there. This area has a lot of Case IH combines, a lot of John Deere's, but I'd say Case IH is probably the dominant combine around here. Still a lot of you know, the 2188s, 2388s in that series. So here's a look at the stub I took out of the combine coming off the clean grain auger right off the elevator. You can see that's wore quite a bit, and of course those are wore quite a bit. So this I think I said earlier, but in case I didn't, I'm going to say it again. This has the folding bin extension, so the vertical auger inside the grain tank, this is what drives it. So when the auger folds down, the bottom piece here goes with the auger, and then when you fold it back up, it catches on one of these four and drives. So I don't know if this was our problem if this tried to slip over last night and broke the, broke the piece off right here, as this was supposed to be connected, as you see over there. Anyways, I suppose we could have welded that, but these are war, and you really probably can't build those back up. Oh, you could if you was desperate, but we got too much corn to do, and this definitely needed replaced. So anyways, I got the old auger down. There's the new one. It hasn't rained yet. I don't know if it's going to. It's sprinkled here a little bit. I'm not gonna be combining tonight anyway, so everyone will be here tomorrow. So I think I'm just gonna hold off. Everything's ready to go. Put that auger in the morning with the help of people, and we should be in the field in no time, as long as it don't rain. So that's my plan. Let's see how that goes. So yeah, I dropped the key. I thought I was gonna have to take a gear puller to get this off, and it pulled right off. And of course the key fell down inside, and I didn't know I had a new key yet, but I got a magnet and I fished down in there and I got the key out. But anyways, have a new key and a nut, which I guess I don't need, but I could always drop the key again. Okay, so here's the new one, and here's the worn out one. And we got a nice harvest moon up there, but we're not harvesting. So yeah, it looks kind of cloudy over there, doesn't it? Might have to look at the radar. Okay, so I've been doing these harvest vlogs here, and a lot of people are asking questions. A lot of you already know this, but I'm just gonna say it again. So this is not my farm equipment. I go by Farmhand Mike because I just help local farmer, the Martin family, on their farm during planting and harvest time mostly. And I take some vacation from my job. My full-time job is a service rep for Versatile Tractor, where I travel all over the country and help Versatile dealers troubleshoot, stuff like that. But yes, this is not my equipment, so no, I don't work for Versatile and buy John Deere equipment. We just happen to not have a Versatile dealer real close here, and before I got to working for these guys, they had some John Deeres and Case IH stuff. So if that answers your question, I hope it does, because a lot of people keep asking me that. So again, not my equipment, not my farm. I'm just Farmhand Mike because I help. Worked on the combine most of the day, and we're gonna have her ready to go tomorrow morning. And tomorrow will be Sunday, so Monday I'll be going back to work here. But the harvest is kind of winding down, and I've had a good run here, and I'll still be able to help on the weekends and Friday nights when I get home and so forth. So looking forward to that. Little history on me in case you're wondering. I grew up in Northeast Ohio on a farm that raised, we had about 25 acres of apple orchard, about over 100 acres of sweet corn. We had 3 laying houses, and several hundred acres of corn, soybeans, a little bit of wheat and rye. I lived right across the road from my grandpa, went on the payroll for him in 7th grade at $1 an hour. So I don't know what year that was for 7th grade, but would have been in the early 80s, I'm guessing, since I graduated in 86. So I went to school for agriculture mechanics. I worked for a farm equipment dealer real close, started out setting up equipment, and in 1995 I moved to West Bend, Wisconsin as a service rep, and I had to move to Western Ohio, and that's how I ended up out here. So since I don't live close to the family farm that my cousin now runs, I'm lucky enough that I was able to get to know some farmers out here and help them. So once this is in my system, I just can't get it out of my system. I love farming and running farm equipment, so this has just been a great opportunity for me, helping some local farmers planting and harvesting and so forth. So the YouTube thing just kind of started as a hobby. I was watching other people's videos on YouTube, and I just got to thinking one day, with all the stuff I see out there, why am I not making my own videos? So I sit in a hotel usually 4 nights a week while I'm traveling for Versatile. So editing videos gives me something to do in the evenings, and that's how I started the YouTube channel. So I've been in the YouTube business since 2012, I guess is when I started my channel, and I'm slowly growing it day by day. And again, people like you watching it and leaving all the positive comments, that keeps me doing what I'm doing. Anyways, hope to do another one tomorrow where we'll be running equipment. Sorry, this is the first one I done. I guess was not running equipment or farming today, but hopefully tomorrow we'll be back in business.